I know my picture fell, dude. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. I haven't really done my makeup on here in a minute, so we're gonna get into it. Very rainy today. It looks dark in here. It's like 3 o'clock. We have Halloween pajamas on in June. Yeah. So yes, the theme for today, I'm feeling like euphoria, but not so like grungy, like something a little more like Woodstock, like colorful. Euphoria meets Woodstock. Yeah. I wanted to do like a story time with my makeup look, but I don't know. So we're gonna dive right in. I forgot that my powder is cracked open at the bottom. Okay, so we're starting with our Sephora brow gel. Not a big fan of Sephora since they would never hire me. But you know, the brow gel's here. It was actually a free gift. So we're gonna throw on a little of this NYX plumping serum with electrolytes. I always have been a NYX fan. Now we're gonna take some of this powder off my legs and just go over the prime. Oh, this is going awesome. Okay, so do this whole video with me. Okay, so this is something that I seen, I think, on TikTok where you set after primer and powder. So we're gonna do a little story time to make this a little bit more interesting. So this is the story about how I found out.
This is the story of the time I found out I have dyslexia.
That my baby daddy slept with my downstairs neighbor. He did. I didn't even know. Yeah, no. I didn't even know till recently. Okay, LA girl brow palm. So, full disclaimer, I don't think we were technically together when this happened, but you know how it can be. So the girl's name is Rachel. I know people always use like fake names for these stories, but not me. And this is how I first met Rachel. When I was in 10th grade, I was starting at a new school because I had just moved in with my dad as opposed to living with my mom. Divorced parents crew, team divorced parents. This girl, Rachel, was in one of my classes. She came off as a more like popular preppy girl, even though she used to wear like Crocs, like, okay. I was intrigued by those type of girls because I was very quiet and I kind of wanted to like be like that. Somehow a few months into the school year, I was becoming friends with her. I don't even know how, but it's like November, and she actually invited me to go to a basketball game with her and her other friend, who her best friend, this was like the first red flag, her best friend was like a bitch to me, like a bully, didn't like me for no reason. Literally, that's literally an entire different video. But yeah, that was like November, and then I think we hung out like a couple times over February break. Now this was a girl that was, you know, always with like some dude, like always talking to some dude. When I was a new girl at the school, I was like completely prude, and she would always be like bragging about like getting with this guy, getting with that guy, and just like kind of being that type of influence on me. Later on, when I started to experiment with guys, she kind of turned on me. She sent me this nasty text once and basically trying to call me out for being like a slut or whatever. And yeah, like, what do you know what I mean? Okay, however, fast forward about 7 years, I am staying with my dad in his apartment with my daughter, and I'm pregnant with my second daughter. I'm here because I am not completely happy with how things are at my other home with my baby daddy. I'm like kind of over it, and I'm just staying with my dad. She ends up moving in the same building shortly after my dad, right downstairs from us. So I might have seen her like at the supermarket and said hi like once, but summer came and I had my second daughter, so now I have a 2-year-old and a newborn, And at this point, I'm mostly back at the apartment with the baby daddy because we're like, you know, we just had a baby, we're like working it out, and we're like a family. However, September came, and again, I wasn't completely happy with how things were. Stayed with my dad again with both the babies, and she's still living downstairs. So one day, actually before I even went back to my dad's, she had sent me a message probably around the same time, like August time. This is 2017. And she's pretty much like, hey, like, do you stay in the same building as me with your dad? Like, I thought I saw you guys outside, blah, blah, blah. And I pretty much told her, like, yeah, my dad lives there, but I'm kind of at my other apartment, and da-da-da-da. So we start chatting. I actually still have the screenshots, and I will put them here. This is her hitting me up. This is her messaging me. This is us going back and forth about, you know, getting together, catching up, all that. Like, I get really caught up and like stuck on things that were done to me in high school, but I can also get over them super easy. I thought she would be like a fun friend. She was like a fun kind of party girl, and I was like all for it. I was like, yeah, cool. She also knew my kid's dad in high school. They were just like friends in the similar friend group. But she had not had contact with him for several years. She hit me up to hang out, do wine. Actually, she asked me to do her makeup. And this was during the time where I was trying to pursue like doing other people's makeup. Yeah, this Juvia's palette is lit. So that fall, I do end up hanging out with her. Her roommate, she had a roommate, which was also somebody that I went to school with, a different school than from when I met her. So it was like just like a small world situation, like, oh, I know you and I know your roommate. The one night, they even went as far as to ask to meet my kids and have me bring my kids downstairs. Yeah, the same night that I brought my kids downstairs for them to meet, my kid's dad stopped by, and we were like chill, we were like getting along, and it was like a chill night at Rachel's. So we were like, yeah, like you can come in, like he wanted to stop by, and I'm like, I'm downstairs at Rachel's or something like that. Somehow it worked out that all of us were down there, me, my kids, and him at Rachel's at the same time. I said they had known each other from high school, and it's funny because she acted like she wasn't the biggest fan of him. Like, she acted kind of like over him or annoyed by him or whatever. So that night happened. Moving forward, as me and my kid's dad would like work on things or be on and off, there was a couple other times where we were down in her apartment at the same time. We smoked with her once. And once we had like a drinks night there with like a group of people. So now at this point we're at like February of the next year. So that's kind of the rundown of the winter and what happened. In January we were like together for a couple weeks, and then I saw that he was he messaged this girl that was my friend inappropriately. So that put an end to that. I just was kind of over her already because the way she would act, it like, just like long story short, the way she would act pretty much. You know, after the whole thing had happened where I caught him texting my friend, whatever, for some reason I agreed to go to Billy B's with him and the kids. And on the way home there was a huge fight. When he dropped us back off at my dad's, we were like fighting and yelling outside, and she had texted me and she was like, are you okay? And I ignored it because at this point I could already spot a snake. Like I could already tell. So yeah, after I had ignored that text from her, I guess she switched sides for good. I told you I don't like the way she acts. She would get like really obnoxious and stuff. Anyways, after that big fight, me and my kid's dad did not talk for like an entire month, or longer than that actually. Like, did not speak. One night I'm sitting there having wine night with my friend Brooklyn, in my dad's apartment. You know, I'm just staying in, the kids are in bed, and I'm having a glass of wine with my friend Brooklyn, and I go on Snap, and at this point me and her were still friends on Snap, me and Rachel, and what do you know, she has a Snapchat like all close with my kid's dad at the bar, and the caption is "love this kid" or something like that. Okay, like, girl, I brought him around again. Like, you're supposed to be my friend. At that point my blood was boiling, but my friend Brooklyn, we actually don't talk anymore, but at this point in time she was very helpful because she kind of like calmed me down and was like, don't even sweat it, like, ew, you know, don't be like her. She just kind of calmed me down and helped me rationalize the situation, and yeah, I'm just thankful for her in that moment. I don't know what I would have did if I didn't have her in that moment, because I was tight, like. And you know what, she definitely didn't know what she was doing, because she knew I was her friend on Snap, and she knew that him and I were in a hard time and everything. I just think that's like disgusting. Like, what is wrong with you? So my kid's dad and I didn't talk for most of March. Beginning of April, he started finessing his way back into my life, and then he got arrested. Like, I felt bad for him. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is gonna make me look bad now. Like, so we did end up getting back together, him and I, and he never really said too much. Oh, here's something fun. He always accused, that one night that we had the get together with drinks, so from that night on, he always accused me of getting with this kid that had stopped by that I literally like don't even know. But he always accused me of getting with him for like 4 years. So I literally like stopped even seeing her around. Like, I'm pretty sure she still lives in my dad's building, but like I don't see her. It's almost like I don't live there anymore. But when I go to like visit my dad and stuff, like, I do not see her. So the next part, I didn't know for years and years. This is what I found out recently. So in that March period where him and I were not talking, he got this other little girlfriend. But I guess he would like cheat on her, and one of the people that he cheated on her with was my downstairs neighbor Rachel.
This is for Rachel, you big fat white nasty smelling fat bitch. Why you took me off the...
Yes, and they slept together. I don't know if it was once, twice, 30 times. I don't know. I heard it did not take place at the building, because if it did, I probably would have been right upstairs. But yeah, this came out recently when we had a fight. Yeah, I guess that girl that moved in below my dad was a bad influence in high school, turned on me in high school, moved in below my dad, tried to befriend me, successfully befriended me, then turned on me, actually slept with my kid's dad after asking to meet our kids. I'm not making this up. So when I did message her recently, when I found out, even though I had been 4 years, she just blocked me. She didn't have anything to say. Yeah, is that the end of the story? Oh my gosh, like, I don't know what else to say. It definitely makes for a good story time, because that's like the type of stuff you hear on Jerry Springer. But you get to hear it right here today on my YouTube channel. A lot can change in 4 years. I don't even know what mindset she's in now. I don't really care. Like, I just wanted to tell my story though, because I feel like I have that right to share my story. Okay, that looks really freaking poppin', yo. I'm about to get the eyeliner. Alright, this is looking alright. I'm gonna tell my trauma stories more often. Like, okay, my son like colored his toes with my NYX white jumbo eye pencil. So it's like, okay, thank goodness I got it to work still. And I probably have toe jam in my eye now. These little gems, I've had them for like 2 years. I never really do looks with them, but I'm gonna try to do a little something with them right now. I want lashes, I just don't want them to overpower my little gems. This is from Beauty Creations. This is a very corally gloss from Winky Lux, sold at Target. I'm actually gonna put a little on the cheeks because I want them to like be a little more shiny, I guess. Alright, lashes. So I'm just gonna do these 2 little lash sections on the outer ends of my lids. Okay guys, this is the completed look. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the look, give me a like or a subscribe. If you like the story time, leave a comment so I know to keep doing these types of videos. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.